Well, Chicago is famous for many, many things. In fact, in Chicago, they invented the pinball game. Yeah, I love pinball. They also invented roller skates, patines, and the zipper, la cremallera. But there's one invention that trumps them all. Eso es, Trump is superar. Yeah, I know. There's one invention that trumps them all, and that is Chicago deep dish pizza. Now, deep is onda, ¿no? And dish is la olla o la cazuela. Very different from New York pizza, and I know, I'm biased, sesgado. But today I'm here to see if they can convert me to a deep dish lover. Now, this famous place is called Lou Malnati's. This is one of the best and most famous deep dish pizza places in Chicago. So join us as we pig out. Are you hungry? I'm starving. Well, we are here with Maggie now. She has been here at Lou Malnati's, not just working here, but I'm sure eating the pizza as well for several years.
Yeah.
Well, you can't resist it. You can't resist it. Well, Lou Malnati is not only a pizza parlor, a pizza place, but it's a man. There's one guy who started this whole thing. Tell us about that guy and his legacy and what he's created.
Sure. Lou Malnati was a real person. He helped to create the first deep dish pizza recipe here in Chicago before starting Lou Malnati's Pizzeria in 1971. He was a really fun-loving, outgoing, loud, boisterous person. When you came into his restaurant, he welcomed you like part of the family, a big
Right.
Italian family.
Sure.
He'd serve you great food, he believed in hospitality, and he believed in everybody having a good time. So he was quite the character to have around, and unfortunately he passed away in 1978.
Okay.
But his son has continued to carry on the family business.
Oh, so Lou Malnati started it, but after that his sons took over, and it's still a family business.
It's still a family business today. Mark Malnati
Oh, wow.
still runs the company, and many of those founding principles of hospitality,
Right.
of family, are still our core values that we talk about today. Our employees treat each other like family.
Right.
They treat our customers like family. When you come dine with us, it's great food, but it's more than that. It's a gathering place. Lou Malnati's is a place where you can go for special occasions, just
Right.
for
Birthdays,
for traditions,
communions,
for
just- right.
yeah. So it's really continued to be built upon the foundation that Lou Malnati created.
Being an Italian of Italian descent myself, I mean, family, the food, it's about sharing, really. Those are the moments. I mean, if you've seen any Scorsese movies, all the sharing moments are around the table. They're eating.
Absolutely.
So I guess Lou tried to capture that, and when you come into one of his restaurants, you're coming into his home.
Exactly. That's exactly what he wanted you to feel. He came from a big Italian family, and that was certainly how they treated people. And we've tried to maintain that through the years at all of our pizzerias.
Great, great. So one of the key ingredients we can say is TLC, tender loving care. In Spanish is el toque de mamá. We call it mom's touch, which is the same idea. Tender.
Yeah.
That chicken soup is made with tender loving care. This pizza is made with TLC. But tell us a little bit about the ingredients too. It's not just about the love, but also about using fresh quality ingredients.
Okay, well, deep dish pizza, first off, is a little bit backwards from
Right.
traditional type of pizza.
It's nothing like New York pizza.
It's not
right?
like New York pizza. It's a little bit heartier. You got to use a knife and fork.
Right.
So what we do is we start with our dough. We pat it out in a pan and we bring it up around the sides of the pan. So one of the misconceptions about deep dish is that it's thick,
Right.
but and people tend to think the crust is thick, but it's
Right.
not. The crust is actually very thin and
It's true,
flaky.
yeah.
But we create this nice base almost by bringing the dough up on the sides to put everything in. So all the ingredients make it on the thicker side, but it's actually got a very thin crust.
Right. Right.
So after we've had out the crust and the dough, we put our cheese next, which is where we start to get backwards a little bit.
But it's, I mean, being a skeptic, being a New York pizza guy, I love how you do it. You flip the script,
Why
as we
not,
say, right?
Yeah, so it's a nice thick layer of mozzarella cheese. We've been getting our cheese from the same dairy farm in Wisconsin for over 40 years.
Oh, wow. So the
So
tradition is there as
yeah,
well.
so we have a
in the
tradition and a
ingredients.
relationship with that vendor, and
Right.
it's a key part of our pizza is our cheese
Sure.
and
And the
maintaining
tomatoes too are just fantastic.
So
They got a sweet.
every year we send a team out to California to hand select the vines that our tomatoes are going to come off of.
Wow.
Once they give the go ahead, they'll be out there for a couple of days, taste testing them, doing a touch test, making sure that the color's just right and they're just at the perfect moment.
There's so much attention to detail,
So much
really.
attention to detail.
Right.
Every year we do this, and then within 6 hours we have all of our tomatoes for the entire year canned
Oh, wow.
and brought back to Chicago.
So it's really like a hands-on, everybody's involved in, I mean, from the moment the tomatoes picked off the vine to the moment it's served at the table, everybody's got Lou Malnati's spirit in that pizza.
There's a lot of effort that goes into making sure that we keep our recipe consistent
Right.
and also the quality to the highest of standards.
Well, guys, if you're in Chicago and you don't try Lou Malnati's deep dish pizza, you really haven't been to Chicago. Well, as you know, we're teaching English here. I wanted to ask you how your Spanish was while we're at it.
Not so great.
All right, well, what if I teach you something? We can
That'd be
invite
great.
them.
Teach me something.
I got one for you. Nuestra pizza es lo mejor.
Nuestra pizza es lo mejor.
Perfect. Their pizza is the best. And you know what? I've tried it. She's not joking. It's awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you.